Batting second, playing shortstop, number 6, Elijah Pinckney. Batting third, playing third base, number 24, T.J. Whiteman. The cleanup hitter, the right fielder, number 20, Miles Tucker. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 3, Elijah James. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 27, Nicholas Pittman. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 7, Trip Braswell. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 23, Mariano McLean. The catcher, number 17, Satchel Hamilton. And starting on the hill today, number 2, Vernon Clay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hank Aaron Field, sponsored by the Atlanta Braves here at Gresham Park. Morehouse College takes on Miles College in game 3 of the series. All right, on the field for Morehouse, Vernon Clay is our starting pitcher. Satchel Hamilton, the catcher. R.J. Robinson is at first base. Trip Braswell, second base. T.J. Whiteman, third base. Elijah Pinckney, shortstop. Nicholas Pittman is in left field. Elijah James, center field. And who is in right field? Why am I missing their name? Miles Tucker. Miles Tucker is in right field today. Batting order for the Miles College Golden Bears: Wessels, Lyons, Smith, Raston, Birch, Walker, Anderson, Jackson, and Barnes.
Leading on for Miles, center field, number 19, Miles Wessel.
All right, time to play ball. Miles Wessels in the batter's box. Lyons on deck. Smith in the hole. Burns' first pitch is a strike.
No. That was Arnold's charge. I had to give it back to him. I mean, we can turn it back on.
Drew, I can hear your mic.
I didn't like the charge, you know.
Okay.
Drew, I can hear your mic. There's another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's hit out to the fence. Nick Pittman makes the catch.
WTP. Now batting, number 11, shortstop, and Johnny Lyons.
You guys may hear quite a bit of chatter and chants. There are at least 100 kids here. That's hit to TJ. TJ to RJ for out number 2. So earlier this morning, there was a baseball camp hosted by Minority Baseball Prospects. They were expecting close to 1,000 youngsters, and many of them have stayed over, and they are out here filling our stands, cheering on our Maroon Tigers. Ball 1 to Michael Smith. Two-0 is the count. Ball 3. That was ball 4 to Michael Smith. First walk of the day. Timeout on the field. There was a baseball
at bat.
In right field.
32, Caleb Rast.
Ball 1 to number 32, Raston, playing third base this afternoon. That pitch was strike 1. Out of play. Runner was already going, so he's headed back to first. That's hit near the heads of the Morehouse dugout. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on first. That was ball 2. Runner steals. That's Pinkney jumps. It's in his glove. Can't hang on to it on the way down, but able to recover quickly. Smith stands on third for Miles. And Raston at first. Ball low. Out of play. Prior to today's game. Derek Stafford, class of 79 from Morehouse. Former baseball player. Threw out the first pitch. We'll have video of it. Oh, goodness. He slid past second and missed the bag, but fortunately no one was there. Fortunately for him, not for us. But Derek Stafford, Morehouse alum, class 79. He was the person who threw out the ceremonial first pitch today. Had a batting average of .464 his senior year at Morehouse. He also played football. Swing and a miss. He went on to become an NBA official. And he is currently working with the Tiger Woods golf, the indoor golf play with the simulator. I forget the exact name, but he is now the judge for that. So he was here and had an opportunity to talk to our young men. That was strike 3 and the third out. So Vernon Clay will send Miles out to the field with no runs and 2 runners stranded. I'll come back after this commercial break and tell you more about Derek Stafford.
2 men left after 1/2 inning. Miles 0, Morehouse still to come.
All right, we will take a break on the SIAC network and come back to you shortly.
How are you? Minority baseball prospects, so you'll see a lot of content on social media from them. And they do a lot of
pitching for Miles College, number 44, Brandon Davis. Number 20, Antoine Jackson. First base, number 24, Shaden Burke. Second base, number 6, Polo Barnes. Third base, 32, Caleb Baskin. Batting up first for Morehouse, number 32. R.J. Robinson.
Right, and we are back. I'm honestly not sure if we ever left. But R.J. Robinson, our leadoff batter. Batting order for the Maroon Tigers. R.J. Robinson, Elijah Pinckney, T.J. Whiteman, Miles Tucker, Elijah James, Nick Pittman, Trip Braswell. Check swing. It was a ball. Mariano McLean and Satchel Hamilton. And good afternoon, Ave Maria. Cheering on Mariano and Morehouse baseball. That's a hard hit ball, but it is caught by the center fielder. That is the first out for Morehouse. Good afternoon, Coach Skins. Thank you so much for stopping by yesterday. Great to see you.
Next, standing up for Morehouse College, number 6, Elijah Pinkney.
Elijah Pinkney, now the batter. TJ Whiteman on deck. Miles Tucker in the hole. Watch it, strike one. Good afternoon, Grace. That is hit over to the Miles dugout. Grace, I hear y'all are doing well with your spring season. 2 games under your belt, 2 more to go. Parents are excited to support both you and your brothers. That goes foul, almost to the Morehouse bullpen in right field. On the mound for the Golden Bears, Davis. Catching, Jackson. Birch is at first base. Barnes at second base. Raston third base. Lyons shortstop. Smith is in left field. That is hit to the second baseman. It gets there just in time to get Pinkney out. We've got 2 outs now with TJ Whiteman heading to the batter's box. I believe I left off with Michael Smith in left field, Wessels in center, and Walker in right. Got the Morehouse dugout going. Watch it, strike one. Poindexter, good afternoon. Mrs. Goodman, thanks for tuning in. If you are watching on the SIAC network or on the Morehouse College Baseball Fans YouTube channel and you want a shout out, feel free to ask a question, drop a comment in the chat, let us know who you're cheering for. I'll try to shout you out as I can. That was fielded by the shortstop, but the lazy throw over to first allows TJ to get there safely. I'll do my best at some point to scan around and show you the crowd, all of the young boys and girls here. Miles Tucker's the batter. First pitch fouled back into the net. Ball outside. It is a cool 82 degrees out here. Says it feels like 83. At times there's a light breeze, but either way, beautiful day for baseball. That's out of play as well. Ball outside. Miles Tucker, the batter. Elijah James is on deck. Nicholas Pittman in the hole. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs TJ Whiteman, the runner on first. Hit up the middle in the gap. TJ Whiteman will stop at second. Miles Tucker has a single. Yes, Mrs. Smith, happy to see so many young fans today. Inspirational. Go Morehouse. Absolutely. Mrs. Goodman, I don't even think you put enough zeros on that pollen count. So if I sound a little muffled, most of you who have seen me in person know that I have a mask covering my nose because last year pollen decided to become my enemy. Ball inside to EJ. 2-0 is the count. Got 2 outs. TJ Whiteman is at second. Miles Tucker at first. Ball outside. Elijah James had a solo home run yesterday. That is hit in the gap. Out to center field. TJ Whiteman will round third. He's headed home and will cross the plate. Elijah James with the RBI single. Miles Tucker stands on second, and Morehouse is on the board first.
Number 27, Nicholas Pittman.
Nick Pittman will be the batter. Trip Braswell is on deck. Mariano McLean in the hole. That hit him in the side. He took one for the team. That loads the bases with 2 outs. Trip Braswell will be the batter. He came up big with bases loaded yesterday and hit his first grand slam.
Morehouse College, number 7, Theodore Braswell.
Timeout is called. It was timeout on the field. Coach Barney back today. All right, freshman Trip Braswell in the batter's box. Miles Tucker stands on third, Elijah James second, and Nick Pittman at first. Watch us strike one. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Auntie Tasha, good afternoon. Cheering for Elijah James with the single. George Lester's watching. That's going to be hit to third. He'll catch it on the run, throw to first, and in the scoop, the ball comes out. Tripp is safe, and Miles crosses home plate. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Elijah James now at third, Nick Pittman at second, and Tripp is safe at first.
Batting for Morehouse College, number 23, Mariano McLean.
Sophomore Mariano McLean in the batter's box. His grandmother cheering him on the live stream. She tunes in to all of our games and cheers on our Maroon Tigers. Inside strike. Bombay leading the youngsters in a chant. Take it to the woods. Swing and a miss by Mariano. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's hit to the second baseman. He will throw Mariano out for the 3rd out. Morehouse will leave 3 runners stranded, but add 2 runs. Morehouse leads 2-0. We'll take a break on the SIAC network and return shortly.
At Zaxby's, you can lemon pepper any way you want. Get lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper sandwiches, or lemon pepper fingers. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's lemon pepper dry rub. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
East Point, Georgia is ready as the World's Games arrives in Atlanta. Nations, fans, and cultures will gather here to celebrate competition on the global stage. Less than 5 minutes from the Atlanta International Airport, East Point offers convenient hotels, vibrant restaurants, and easy access to the action. It's a city built to host, with the space, energy, and hospitality to welcome the world. When the games begin, make your stay part of the experience. East Point, where the world competes.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage designed for Georgians by Georgians. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's mymajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. Vern Clay is on the mound for Morehouse. Satchel Hamilton, the catcher. R.J. Robinson at first. Tripp Braswell second. T.J. Whiteman third. Elijah Pinckney shortstop. Nicholas Pittman in left field. Elijah James center field. And Miles Tucker in right field.
Top of the 2nd inning, pitching for Morehouse College, number 6, Bobo Barnes. 42. Trey.
Ball is out of play. The batter is number 42, Walker. Fouls that one into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball outside. Looked like it might have caught the corner of the plate. Two the count. That's going to be out of play. Let's see Uncle Van here. He is Morehouse College's chaplain for our student athletes. We affectionately call him Uncle Van. He goes down looking, so Vern has another strikeout. I believe that is 2 in the game. But Uncle Van, as I said, we call him Uncle Van affectionately, and he calls all the guys nephew. Always a positive influence on our young men. That is hit to Trip Braswell at second. He'll toss to RJ for the out. That was number 21, Anderson, the designated hitter. Jackson up next, Barnes on deck. So several of the kids have left. I believe they've been out here since about 10 or 10:30 this morning, so I would imagine hunger and low sugar levels are probably hitting them now, and parents are starting to take them away, but they were out here for the Minority Baseball Prospects camp. Strike 2. As many of you know, with Morehouse, Minority Baseball Prospects has worked closely with our team. That'll be a fly ball. Miles Tucker has the glove above his head looking for it and lost it in the sun. It goes near the fence on the right field side, and the throw to third, almost there. But that will be a triple for Jackson. The sun is brutal out here, so Miles Tucker, you could see the glove above his head looking for the baseball, and it fell to his right, or sorry, to his left, our right. Ball high. Batter is number 6, Barnes, batting in the 9 hole. Wessels on deck. That's going to be a pop-up. Vern Clay catches it to get out of the inning. I'll pan over really quickly. Like I said, this area was completely filled in just about 10 minutes ago from all the youngsters, and I'll get to the other side at another time. But just so you can see all the fans here, that is the Morehouse side. Morehouse 2, Miles 0. Heading to the bottom of the second. We'll take a break and come back on the SIAC network.
From the basement of Springfield Baptist Church, former slaves rose from the ashes of slavery to become preachers and teachers, the leaders of the black community. Welcome. 150 years after
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet, maybe it's spicy, maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together, but you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Welcome back. Satchel Hamilton in the batter's box for Morehouse. Davis back on the mound for Miles. Jackson the catcher. Birch at first. Barnes at second. Raston third. Lyons short. Smith in left. Wessels center. Walker in right. Two balls, one strike to Satchel. R.J. Robinson on deck. Elijah Pinckney in the hole. Three-one is the count. Good afternoon, Miss Shamika. Yes, Mrs. Goodman. Uncle Van is always around. Sometimes if he catches us before a road trip, he'll get on the bus and say a prayer for us. But he's always around. R.J. Robinson in the batter's box. Elijah Pinckney on deck. T.J. Whiteman in the hole. We're in the bottom of the second. Morehouse leading 2-0. Ball outside.
Just hit that back. Now hit a ball. Yep. I think it's been doing it on every hitter.
Oh, hit his elbow guard.
Yep.
Thank goodness for this protective gear.
Hitting for Morehouse, number 6, Elijah Pinckney.
So if you are able to hear the announcer, that is Miss Lena, our Spelman student, who has taken an interest and has learned to work Game Changer. And now they've got her on the microphone announcing the lineups. So I love when our students, as our Morehouse students as well as our Spelman students, get involved. Drops in for a strike. That is strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Pinckney. Ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pinckney. Runners on first and second. No outs. He sends that one to the outfield, and it is bouncing to the fence. Pinckney will have a double and an RBI. Satchel Hamilton crossed the plate to give us 3 runs.
Batting, third baseman, TJ Whitman.
TJ Whiteman is the batter. RJ Robinson stands on third. Coach Gresham there with him. Pinckney at second. We've got no outs. Drops in for a strike. Coach KC holding down first base. Coach Ches in person with us today. Miles Tucker is on deck. That's going to be a fly ball. Looks like the second baseman will make the catch.
Batting, right field, Miles Tucker.
Miles Tucker is the batter. We've got 1 out. 2 runners on. RJ still at third. Pinckney at second. Dugout clapping it up for Miles. That's out of play. Have a brave soul going up in the trees to try to retrieve that foul ball. 1-1 pitch is another ball. Fouls that one over to Coach Ron. Miles Tucker with a shot out to center field. It is off the fence. 2 runs will score, and Miles will have a double. So RJ and Pinckney cross the plate. Morehouse now leads 5-0 in the bottom of the second. There's 1 out with Elijah James up next. Coach Barney heads to the mound, and there will be a pitching change. While that's taking place, I'll scan over to the Miles stands. They have a pretty good turnout today as well. They did have more out here yesterday for the doubleheader. Our favorite fan is not with us today. But there you see, this side was full with youngsters as well. But again, they've been out here since about 10. All right, we'll take a break on the SIAC network and come back to you shortly with a new pitcher.
From the basement of Springfield Baptist Church, former slaves rose from the ashes of slavery to become preachers and teachers, the leaders of the black community. Welcome its founding. Morehouse College is here. Welcome.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
East Point, Georgia is ready as the World's Games arrives in Atlanta. Nations, fans, and cultures will gather here to celebrate competition on the global stage. Less than 5 minutes from the Atlanta International Airport, East Point offers convenient hotels, vibrant restaurants, and easy access to the action. It's a city built to host, with the space, energy, and hospitality to welcome the world. When the games begin, make your stay part of the experience. East Point, where the world competes.
All right. Number 23, Elijah Barney, is on the mound for Miles College, replacing Davis. Brayden Davis. I am putting the pitching change in the chat.
Attention, now pitching. 23, Elijah Barney.
All right, we are in the second, bottom of the second with one out. And in the chat, like yesterday, MHC will represent Morehouse College. MC will represent Miles College. There's Miss Michelle, and I'm sure Grandma Cece and Papa watching from home. Miss Michelle was out here yesterday, and she said the pollen got her. I think it got quite a few people. I don't see some of the same fans out here today. So I completely understand as I stay covered with a mask. Ball outside, so Elijah James gets the walk.
Pitching, 27. Left field, Nicholas Pittman.
Casey Coates, baseball alum, tuning in to support our Maroon Tigers. Nicholas Pittman now in the batter's box for Morehouse. Trip Braswell on deck. Mariano McLean in the hole. We've got one out. Runners on first and second. Ball outside. Bombay is patrolling the area, waiting for an opportunity to cheer for our Maroon Tigers. That's called a strike. Ball high. 3-1 is the count to Nick. Oh, that is called strike two. That is gone. That's back to the second row of the trees. Nick Pittman with a 3-run home run. There's Miles Tucker. Elijah James crossing the plate. And Nick Pittman is on his way. One of the little kids had his hand through the fence. There you see it, the house with their selfie.
Trip Bayswell.
Miss Lena working on the name pronunciations. Trip Braswell now in the batter's box. Score is now strike one. 8-0. Scoreboard showing 9, so they're yelling to correct it. Trip Braswell, the batter. Mariano McLean on deck. Ball outside. Satchel Hamilton is in the hole. Oh, I forgot to put Nick's home run. Swing and a miss by Tripp. That's going to be hit to the third baseman. Trips pretty fast, but he is out.
Designated hitter, Mariano McLean.
Hey, Dan. How are you? Good. Daniel Mumphrey, one of our baseball alums. I said Daniel Mumphrey, knowing he was here just the other day, and Dan Smith is actually the one who is here. Head coach of Chapel Hill High School now. See Chris Draft here. Elijah Pinckney's mentor. And former Atlanta Falcon, former NFL player. Texting with Casey Coates. Swing and a miss by Mariano. Casey. Super excited to see all my guys. Trying to see. Oh, I'm not able to see when they're doing replays. Appreciate you. Okay. That's the thing over the years. You have so many with the same name, so did not mean to confuse Dan Smith with Dan Mumphrey, but both of them are around quite a bit. So glad to see him.
Catcher, Satchel Hamilton.
Miss Pittman, you are here. That's going to be hit in the gap. Second baseman dove for it. Center fielder lost it. Satchel stands on first. Runners now on the corners. 2 outs.
First base, R.J. Robertson.
All right, so I was just told that was not recorded as an error since Mariano was headed to third and Satchel was already at first. That dropped in for a strike. R.J. Robinson, top of the batting order for Morehouse. Pinckney is on deck. Ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. This is game 3 of 3 in the series. Morehouse versus Miles. Ball. SIAC conference matchup. Morehouse won game 1, 14-4. And game 2 was 15-1 Morehouse. Game 3 will go 9 innings. That's a base on balls for R.J. Robinson to load the bases. That's hit to the third baseman. He'll go unassisted to the bag for the third out. So Morehouse leaves a couple runners. But we add 3 runs off of Nick Pittman's bat and a 3-run home run. We'll be back after this short commercial break on the SIAC network with Morehouse leading 8-0.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage designed for Georgians by Georgians. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
We want to be able to attract that student athlete who, comes in and, it's $48,000 to go to Morehouse. And if we have those types of gifts and those types of endowments here in athletics, then we can offer that $48,000 to get a high-end, high-yielding student athlete to come to Morehouse College. We already have the name and the reputation that precedes us. Now we just have to have the infrastructure to support it.
There are 2 types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Welcome back. Vernon Clay back on the mound for the Maroon Tigers. Satchel Hamilton behind the plate. R.J. Robinson is at first. Trip Braswell at second. T.J. Whiteman third. Elijah Pinckney shortstop. Nick Pittman is in left field. Elijah James center field. And Miles Tucker in right field. There was a gust of wind that came through and knocked our center field camera down. 80 Drew on his way out there to get it set back up. Ball outside, 1-1 is the count. Ball low. Elijah Pinckney dives, makes the stop and the throw for the out. That shortstop over there is a guy. Love to see him go to work on the field. Our peach of an athlete honoree. Batter is number 4. Or let me double check. His helmet says number 4, but his jersey says number 11. That is Lyons, the shortstop. Out of play. So Lyons up, Smith on deck, Raston in the hole. There's one out, and he's got a 1-1 count. That is strike 2. He wanted to swing. That is going to be hit to R.J. Robinson. He bobbles it, but Vern Clay is there to step on the bag for the second out.
Now hitting left field, Michael Smith.
Batter is number 3, Michael Smith. Ball inside. He wanted to swing. Out of play. Two balls, one strike, 2 outs, no runners on for Miles. We're in the top of the third. Morehouse leading 8-0. That is a ball. Vernon Clay's parents are here, Vern and Vic. Vic, our student assistant coach. Gone from player to coach with us. That's out of play. Full count now. Got 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch is hit to TJ Whiteman. TJ will throw it across the field to RJ. He goes to scoop it, and it comes out of his glove, so Smith is safe.
Third base, Caleb Raston.
Batter is number 32, Raston. Playing third base in game 3. Count is 1-0. Runner going. Satchel Hamilton throws to second. Off the mark. Smith is safe. And the count to Raston is 2-0. You're welcome. That's hit out to center field. A run will score. So Smith scores from second. Raston has an RBI and a single. That'll bring up number 24, Birch. Walker on deck. Still 2 outs. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Raston the runner at first. That goes foul towards the Morehouse dugout. Fly ball. Elijah James with his Michael Harris shades on makes the catch. We'll head to the bottom of the third with
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage designed for Georgians by Georgians. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
We want to be able to attract that student athlete who, comes in and, it's $48,000 to go to Morehouse. And if we have those types of gifts and those types of endowments here in athletics, then we can offer that $48,000 to get a high-end, high-yielding student athlete to come to Morehouse College. We already have the name and the reputation that precedes us. Now we just have to have the infrastructure to support it.
There are 2 types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get the sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. We're in the bottom of the third. Morehouse leading 8-1. Number 23, Elijah Barney, back on the mound for Miles. Jackson the catcher. Birch at first base. Barnes second base. Raston at third base, Lyons shortstop, Smith in left field, Wessels center field, Walker in right field. TJ Whiteman in the batter's box. Ball inside. Miles Tucker is on deck. Elijah James in the hole. That's a pop-up. Shortstop and second baseman both competing for it. Second baseman makes the catch. I believe that is Smith. Mo Barnes with the catch.
Right fieldman, Miles Tucker.
Second base caught it. For the stats, that was F4. Strike one to Miles. All right, center field camera is back. That is called a strike. Timeout called by the third base umpire. Looks like the third baseman got something in his eye. Oh, 0-2 is the count to Miles Tucker. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. That'll bring up Elijah James. Nick Pittman is on deck. Trip Braswell in the hole.
Elijah James.
Good afternoon, Ms. Perdue. Ball outside. Ms. Perdue, glad you were able to make it to church. Hopefully you said an extra prayer for our Maroon Tigers. Elijah James. Flies out to left field. He had the solo home run yesterday, and that one looked like it had enough lift, but not quite enough. So that is the third out. Morehouse adds no runs. We head to the field, leading 8-1 over Miles. We'll be back in just a moment after this commercial break on the SIAC network.
Types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
From the basement of Springfield Baptist Church, former slaves rose from the ashes of slavery to become preachers and teachers, the leaders of the black community. Welcome. 150 years after its founding, Morehouse College is here. Welcome.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage.
It's important for new and existing enrollees to go in and provide up-to-date information to avoid unnecessary coverage delays.
We're committed to keeping you informed about all the federal changes that impact your eligibility and enrollment. Take advantage of this incredible program. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
Welcome back to the Hank Aaron Field, sponsored by the Atlanta Braves. Vernon Clay with that signature smile, shaking hands with the umpire. Friend of mine dropped by to catch a little bit of the game. Shout out to Terrence. He's been telling me he would come and check out a game, and he kept his word. So give him a shout out there. Vernon Clay on the mound. Satchel Hamilton, the catcher. Number 22. is the batter. If I can get my screen to change. Is it 22? Ball outside. Yep, 22 now in the lineup. Marquise Mitchell, not sure where he is in the lineup. No one's in the on-deck circle, so I'll figure it out shortly. Ball. 3-0 is the count. There's a strike. Bombay called it before the umpire could. That will be hit to Elijah Pinckney. Pinckney will fire it over to RJ, and he'll make the catch. That is the first out. Looks like there's another substitution in the lineup. Number 27. This is Zachary LeCastro. We're in the top of the fourth. 1 out, no runners on. Morehouse leads 8-1. Trying to. That is hit to TJ. TJ will fire it to RJ for the second out. Strike one. So the batter is number 20, Jackson, which means number 22 went in for number 42. And number 27 went in for 21. So Mitchell for Walker and LeCastro for Anderson. Add that. I'm adding this. Looks like the scoreboard says 2-2. Trying to make sure I'm noting the lineup changes. Fouls that one off. Good afternoon, Ms. Harville. Yes, it is a beautiful Sunday, and Morehouse is playing for the win and the sweep. Vern Clay accepts the pitch call. Ball high. 3-2 now. TJ Whiteman bobbles it, but throws him out anyway. That is the third out. Following the top of the fourth, Morehouse holds an 8-1 lead. No runs were scored by Miles in the fourth. We'll take a break on the SIAC network and come back to you shortly.
On behalf of the 8 generations of my family who have been in this country, we're going to put a little fuel in your bus. And my family is making a grant to eliminate their student loans.
5 years ago, entrepreneur Robert F. Smith cleared more than $40 million of student debt for the Morehouse College class of 2019. This is a story of how student debt relief can alter the trajectory of one's future.
Use paying it forward to our class so we can be set up for success.
This is a real case study of how this can change someone's social economic status.
And what's going to come up, 396 of y'all. Did you take this opportunity and now enable the 390,000 African American males as a result of what you all did?
To learn more about the film and support, go to thegift1867.com.
East Point, Georgia is ready as the World's Games arrives in Atlanta. Nations, fans, and cultures will gather here to celebrate competition on the global stage. Less than 5 minutes from the Atlanta International Airport, East Point offers convenient hotels, vibrant restaurants, and easy access to the action. It's a city built to host, with the space, energy, and hospitality to welcome the world. When the games begin, make your stay part of the experience. East Point, where the world competes.
Back.
We are back with number 23, Barney, back on the mound. Jackson is the catcher. Birch is at first base. Wow. Barnes at second. Number 32, Raston, 1 for 27. So 27 was in the batting order in the top of the fourth, but it looks like there's another substitution. So number 1, Daryl Johnson, now in for him. Strong gust of wind here, blowing the 10 around. So Zachary LaCastro is out. Bottom fourth. RJ Jenkins now in the batting lineup. Not sure where they put number 1. I will try to figure it out. That's going to be a hit out to left field. So RJ Jenkins in the game with a single. So let me add that RJ Jenkins is in for Nick Pittman in the lineup. All right, so I think I've got the changes in. Let's see. Almost there, you guys, and then I can pay closer attention, but let's see, there's a 1-1 count to Trip Braswell. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Tripp strikes out. That'll be the first out in the bottom of the fourth. Mariano McLean, the designated hitter, now in the batter's box. That is called a strike. The throw is way off target. So RJ steals second. Mariano adjust his ankle guard. There's Uncle Van. I've been shouting you out. Yeah. I appreciate you. Love you too. My smoke break is over, says Uncle Van. But I always appreciate collecting hugs, so he came to give one to me as Mariano McLean hits down the first base line for a single and an RBI. R.J. Jenkins crossing the plate. Morehouse now 9, Miles 1. Satchel Hamilton will be the batter. R.J. Robinson is on deck.
Satchel Hamilton.
Satchel swings at strike 2. The count is now 0-2. 1 out. Mariano McLean stands on first. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Looks like all the young fans are now gone. One ball, 2 strikes to Satch. Mariano's grandmother cheering for him. Hit that single down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 runner on. R.J. Robinson is on deck. Elijah Pinckney in the hole. Full count now. Ball inside. Satchel Hamilton, which with the patient eye gets the base on balls. R.J. Robinson heads to the plate. Elijah Pinckney is on deck, and T.J. Whiteman in the hole. All right, it looks like Coach Barney will head to the mound and make a pitching change. Let's see who that is. 33. Looks like number 33. 23 is out. So that will be Miles Hawkins. Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Goodman. Keep it going. All right, so number 33, Marquise Hawkins on the mound for Miles College. Morehouse has a 9-1 lead in the bottom of the fourth. Okay, so a pitching and a catching change. So in for number 23.
Communities where leaders are forged and legacies are born. The Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference proudly celebrates the accomplishments of current and former students. From the playing field to the boardroom, they are the next generation of entrepreneurs, doctors, and executives.
Leaders rise here. Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Miles, number 33, Miles Hawkins. Now catching for Miles, number 18, Braylon Smith.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. We took a network break, SIAC network break, while the new pitcher, number 33, Miles Hawkins, warmed up. RJ Robinson in the batter's box. We've got runners on first and second. Ball outside. That is ball 4. Bases are now loaded. That'll bring up Elijah Pinckney. Bombay all the way on the hill, cheering for Pinckney. That is strike 1. TJ Whiteman is on deck. Miles Tucker in the hole. Ball outside. One ball, one strike. Hits that one to the shortstop. Shortstop to the second baseman for the double play. That will end the fourth. Morehouse leaves 2 runners on. We'll head to the top of the fifth with Morehouse still holding a 9-1 lead over Miles College.
Our kids are all scholars. The standard at Morehouse to get at Morehouse is like 3.7 GPA, 1,400 SAT. So we're getting an athlete that can study. Like a lot of institutions, we're trying to build our brand to be national. So we need weight room equipment. We need to improve the facilities. We have to be fully funded scholarship in all our sports. When I came on campus in 1988, they told me Morehouse was the best place in the world to educate, to live. You're going to be the best. And now it's time for us as alumni to show that we're the best. So we need the best equipment, the best facilities. We have men we're going to send into society and corporate America. We want to send them the right way.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage.
It's important for new and existing enrollees to go in and provide up-to-date information to avoid unnecessary coverage delays.
We're committed to keeping you informed about all the federal changes that impact your eligibility and enrollment. Take advantage of this incredible program. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. Vernon Clay back on the mound for the Maroon Tigers. Satchel Hamilton is the catcher. First baseman, R.J. Robinson. Second baseman, Trip Braswell. Third baseman, T.J. Whiteman. Our shortstop is Elijah Pinckney. R.J. Jenkins is now in left field for Nicholas Pittman. Kendon Fredeau is in center field for Elijah James. And Miles Tucker is in right field. Number 15 is now the batter. I believe this is a new entry in the lineup as well. That's over the head of Elijah Pinckney. Out to left field, R.J. Jenkins throws it in. That'll be a single for number 15, Landon Whitehead. Number 31 in the lineup now, Jadarius Hartley. All right, adding the position changes, and then I'll add the Miles batting changes. We're in the top of the fifth. That is a strike. Timeout is called by the batter. He steps out. Fouls that one off the plate. Trying to type as quickly as I can for you guys. Number 15, Landon Whitehead, is at first. Number 31, Jadarius Hartley at the plate. Throw to first, he is safe. One-two pitch is hit. Trip Braswell will come over to field and get the out. He was headed to second, but was able to quickly change directions and head to first. That is the first out. Whitehead stands on second. Number 17 is now in the lineup. So it looks like they're all right, so Mason Lynch now in the lineup. That's going to be hit up the middle. Kendon Fredu will throw it to second. It bounces over to third. Landon Whitehead scores from second. 9-2. Now the score. Single for Mason Lynch and an RBI. Batter is now number 2. Also, another addition to the lineup for Miles College, Trace Spann. So I have no idea where we are in the batting order at this point with 4 straight new batters. Foul that one into the net. 1-1 is the count. Got 1 out and 1 runner on first. Throw to first, he's back. Throw over again. He's safe. Throw to second. Off the heel of Braswell's glove. Runner is safe. Throw would have been there in time. 2 balls, 1 strike to Span. Ball high. 3-1 now the count. Ball 4. That will bring up number 4, Byron Wills. We're almost at a completely new lineup. Amir. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I brought a couple of guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so.
Very cool.
Whooping up on them. Say for all those years they did. Like,
Exactly.
don't let up. Keep going.
Right. Amir Smith, former baseball player, baseball alum for Morehouse, now coaching, I believe, baseball and football, if I'm not mistaken, at the high school level. He remembers the times we would lose to Miles, so he's out here with some of his young players cheering on our Maroon Tigers. If y'all have watched before, you know I love it when our baseball alums either show up in person to support the team or watch online. The brotherhood never ends. Vernon Clay stays on the mound for Morehouse after the visit by Coach Ron. Number 4 is now in the lineup, Byron Wills. Miles is on their way to a completely new lineup as I see number 8 on deck. Another new entry to the lineup. So number 4, Byron Wills at the plate for Miles. Swing and a miss. Top of the 5th. Got runners on first and second. 1 out. Foul territory. Kendall Sellers chases it down. Just realized we only have 1 freshman on the field right now. Yesterday was a freshman takeover on the mound. The 1-2 pitch is thrown to second. Oh. Umpire says he was safe. Out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second for Miles. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Morehouse leads 9-2. That'll be a base hit out to right field. Miles Tucker gets to it quickly, throws it in. That will score a run. Number 17 crosses the plate. Mason Lynch. 9-3 is the score now. Number 8, Anthony Duran in the lineup now. Got runners on the corners. Still one out. That is hit by pitch. Number 22, Marquise Mitchell heads to the plate. He came in the top of the fourth for Walker. So this is the number 6 spot. Finally able to make a reference to the lineup. So this is the 6th batter for Miles. We've got the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. 0-2 is the count. Ball outside. Ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Bases are loaded. Miles trails 9-3. This is for Dew, cheering for Vern. On the mound for Morehouse. Fouls that one over to the dugout. Let's go, Vern. Out of play. That's going to be hit to Elijah Pinckney. He'll throw to first for the out. That'll be the 2nd out, but a runner crosses the plate. 9-4 is now the score. So fielder's choice, 6-3. Wait a minute, he came out. Fly ball out to center field, caught by Kendon Ferdew for out number 3. I could have sworn he came out, so I'm going to check that during the break. I thought number 1 replaced him, so I'll go back and look. That was number 27. I'm going to go back through all my notes here during the commercial break. On the SIAC network, Morehouse leads 9-4 after Miles adds a few runs.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't.
Types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Are you coming home to Morehouse College? Are you coming home to Morehouse College? Morehouse College, always home. Morehouse College, always home. Morehouse College, always home.
Morehouse College has produced future leaders like me since 1867. Here today to invest in the education of rising Morehouse men.
If you love Morehouse College as much as I do, then don't forget to give back during homecoming week. When you make a gift to Morehouse College, you invest in the future of students like me, Paolo Johnson, senior biology major from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And after graduation, I hope to pursue my PharmD PhD from MUSC. Make your gift today to empower rising Morehouse men to go out into the world and be great.
Morehouse College, always home.
Now batting, third baseman, T.J. Whitman. Whiteman.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. T.J. Whiteman in the batter's box. Ball 1 to TJ. Ball 2. So before the break, number 27 flied out to Kendon Perdue. And I remember the umpire saying number 1 entered for number 27. Put it in the chat, but I realized that was R.J. Jenkins, number 1 from Morehouse, in for number 27, Nick Pittman. So 27, Zachary LeCastro in the batting order for Miles. 3 balls, 1 strike to TJ. Pitcher is number 33, Miles Hawkins. Catcher is number 18, Braylon Smith. TJ Whiteman gets the base on balls. That'll bring Miles Tucker to the plate. So before I confuse myself again, I am going to delete the comment where I had number 1 for Miles. Hit back to the pitcher. Fielder's choice, 1-3, advances TJ to second. We've got 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Kendon Perdue now at bat. R.J. Jenkins is on deck. Ball outside. We went back and watched the video for Kendon's at-bat yesterday. And what was called a strike was actually a ball over in the other batter's box. It is posted on Minority Baseball Prospects, the MVP Takeover on Instagram. They were here most of yesterday to get some footage. That is hit to the second baseman. Throw is in time for the second out, so fielder's choice, 4-3. TJ Whiteman sneaks over to third. RJ Jenkins now the batter. Trip Braswell on deck. Swing and a miss. Miss Purdue, you can hear Miss Lena working on her announcing, getting all the names straight. One ball, one strike. 2 outs. Ball outside. TJ, the runner on third. That is a ball outside. 3-1 is the count. No go. There's strike 2. Full count now. There's ball 4. RJ Jenkins gets the base on balls.
Now batting, second baseman, Trip Braswell.
That is ball 1 to Trip Braswell. Runners on the corners. TJ Whiteman stands on third. RJ Jenkins at first. Catcher stands up looking to throw to second, but RJ steals. 2-0 is the count to Trip. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Morehouse leads 9-4. There's strike 1. 3-1 to Trip. Mariano McLean is on deck. Satchel Hamilton in the hole. Hard hit ball out to center field. It is caught before the fence. Morehouse leaves 2 runners on, scores no runs, but the Maroon Tigers still hold a 9-4 lead after the 5th inning. We'll take a break on the SIAC network and return in the top of the 6th.
Get ready for a showdown with the HBCU All-Stars, the best in black college basketball.
Now, all roads have led to the sports capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana. Year 5 is more than a game. It's a celebration, a milestone, a moment in HBCU history you don't want to miss. Tickets are on sale now at hbcuallstargame.com.
From the basement of Springfield Baptist Church, former slaves rose from the ashes of slavery to become preachers and teachers, the leaders of the black community. Welcome. 150 years after its founding, Morehouse College is here
welcome.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage.
It's important for new and existing enrollees to go in and provide up-to-date information to avoid unnecessary coverage delays.
We're committed to keeping you informed about all the federal changes that impact your eligibility and enrollment. Take advantage of this incredible program. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. Ian Makel is now on the mound for the Maroon Tigers, replacing Vern Clay. Satchel Hamilton, the catcher. R.J. Robinson at first. Trip Braswell second. T.J. Whiteman third. Elijah Pinckney is the shortstop. R.J. Jenkins in left field. Kendon Perdue in center. Kendon Perdue, here's his name mispronounced, then corrected. Miles Tucker is in right field. That is strike one. Batter is number 18. This is Braylon Smith. Ball low. That's going to be hit. Trip Braswell will dive and get there in time, but the throw is not on target. Braylon is safe at first. That will bring up number 15, Landon Whitehead. Strike. Batting.
Now batting, Landon Whitehead.
So cute to hear when someone's learning to get the hang of a new task. I'm super excited, though, that she's here and willing to learn. Goes down and swings for the strikeout. Ian Makel records a strikeout. Number 31 is the batter, Jadarius Hartley. Elijah Pinckney makes the dive in the air for the catch. I don't know how he got there, but he did. That is the second out. Runner stays on first. Today's stats guy can hear his remarks. He said, "What a play by that kid. That should have been that should be an ESPN highlight." Out of play. He's still talking about that play, saying if you could send that to ESPN. Number 17, Mason Lynch in the batter's box for Miles. 2-1 is the count. Got 2 outs and a runner on first. Right, Miss Perdue, he does it all the time. Fly ball. Trip Braswell and Kendon Perdue give chase. Kendon slides and makes the catch. Center fielder Kendon Perdue with the catch. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm yelling in y'all's ear trying to make sure the statistician records the out properly. Gives that catch to Kendon Perdue. So we are out, and we'll head to a break on the SIAC network with Morehouse still leading 9-4.
At Zaxby's, you can lemon pepper any way you want. Get lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper sandwiches, or lemon pepper fingers. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's lemon pepper dry rub. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
East Point, Georgia is ready as the World's Games arrives in Atlanta. Nations, fans, and cultures will gather here to celebrate competition on the global stage. Less than 5 minutes from the Atlanta International Airport, East Point offers convenient hotels, vibrant restaurants, and easy access to the action. It's a city built to host, with the space, energy, and hospitality to welcome the world. When the games begin, make your stay part of the experience. East Point, where the world competes.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage designed for Georgians by Georgians. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
Get ready for a showdown with the HBCU All-Stars, the best in black college basketball.
Now, all roads have led to the sports capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana. Year 5 is more than a game. It's a celebration, a milestone, a moment in HBCU history you don't want to miss. Tickets are on sale now at hbcuallstargame.com.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. Number 33, Miles Hawkins back on the mound for the Golden Bears. Mariano McLean in the batter's box to start off the Maroon Tigers. That is a shot out to center field. Mariano McLean on the first pitch, rounds first. He will have a single to start the bottom of the 6th. Catcher. She said center. Satchel Hamilton will be the batter. Alec Waller, number 33, will be a pinch runner for Mariano. And yes, Miss Perdue, Kendon made a great catch. Umpire making the change, so I'll try to type quickly and do the same. So Alec Waller.
First base, 33, Alec Waller.
Pinch runner for number 23, Mariano McLean. Satchel shows bunt, pulls back. Strike is called. Number 33 on the mound, number 18, the catcher. Wild pitch, Alec Waller heads to second. So 33 is at first, 15. No, I'm sorry, number 8 is at first, 15 at second. 4 is at third, 17 shortstop. 2 is in left field, 31 in center, and 22 in right field. Satchel Hamilton batting in the 9 spot. R.J. Robinson on deck. He pulls back on ball 4.
Now batting, first baseman, R.J. Robertson.
R.J. Robinson is the batter. And yes, Miss Fredu, let's see. At least she'll learn. Yes, at least she's out there trying. Exactly. So Coach Barney heads to the mound. We'll change pitchers for Miles College. Let's see which number. Looks like number 26. All right, so while he gets in position and gets his warm-up throws in, we will go to a commercial break on the SIAC network.
At Zaxby's, you can lemon pepper any way you want. Get lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper sandwiches, or lemon pepper fingers. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's Lemon Pepper Dry Rub. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. East Point, Georgia is ready as the World's Games arrives in Atlanta. Nations, fans, and cultures will gather here to celebrate competition on the global stage. Less than 5 minutes from the Atlanta International Airport, East Point offers convenient hotels, vibrant restaurants, and easy access to the action. It's a city built to host, with the space, energy, and hospitality to welcome the world. When the games begin, make your stay part of the experience. East Point, where the world competes.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage designed for Georgians by Georgians. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
We are back with number 26, Anthony Barton, on the mound for the Golden Bears. R.J. Robinson in the batter's box for Morehouse. No outs, runners on first and second, but Alec Waller stole third mid-sentence. That is a strike. Looked like it was over in the other batter's box there, but strike nonetheless. And yes, Ms. Fredu, we've got, there's a few young ladies from Spelman this season who have shown an interest in working with the program. So a couple of them are working with our pitcher, Cam Solomon, to do our graphics and our social media content. They're also helping with Game Changer and now announcing. And on yesterday, they were helping AD Drew some with the cameras, I believe, or something with the production of the live stream. So, yes, I am excited to have other young ladies who are interested in helping. I see Coach Skinner in the crowd. He popped up on us yesterday. Surprised us. Swing and a miss by RJ. That will be a strikeout and an out. That'll bring up Elijah Pinckney. TJ Whiteman is on deck. Miles Tucker in the hole.
Shortstop, Elijah Pinckney.
Watches strike one on the outside corner. Ball outside. Alec Waller is on third. The throw to first. Satchel Hamilton is safe. Elijah Pinckney has a 1-1 count. Let's see, is Chris still out here? Pinckney bunts down the first base line. It stays fair. First baseman not in place as the pitcher picks it up to throw it. He is safe. Alec Waller scores. And Satchel Hamilton stands on second. So Pinckney lays down the bunt. Probably would have rolled foul if the pitcher had not picked it up.
TJ Whiteman.
10-4 is now the score. TJ Whiteman, the batter. Miles Tucker on deck. It's a pop-up. Sun is just over the field. Second baseman makes the catch. No tag by the runners. I don't think I see Chris anymore, but Mr. Waller's out here, and no, the Braswells were here last night. The Graysons are here today. R.J. Robinson's family is here. That is a strike. KJ. That's hit to the second baseman and thrown to first for the out. That will end the sixth, but Morehouse adds a run to extend the lead heading into the seventh. Morehouse 10, Miles 4. We'll take a break on the SIAC network and come back to you shortly.
Communities where leaders are forged and legacies are born. The Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference proudly celebrates the accomplishments of current and former students. From the playing field to the boardroom, they are the next generation of entrepreneurs, doctors, and executives.
Leaders rise here. Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. Ian Mako back on the mound for Morehouse. I believe the center field camera shifted in the wind. This music is so loud, I can barely hear myself talk. There is a young man literally sitting next to the speaker. I don't know how he's doing it. Let's see. Get an update on the comments. So KJ, baseball alum, in the YouTube fans chat, saying forever hatred towards Miles. You guys heard that earlier from Amir Smith when he stopped by. Glad to see Morehouse beating Miles. And yes, Mrs. Verdue's Coach Skins is back. Not back coaching, but he has come out. He was here yesterday and caught most of the games. And he is back this afternoon. I know he was watching online earlier, but happy to see him here in person. Mr. Pinckney, good afternoon. Glad you were tuned in to see Elijah lay down the bunt. Mrs. Goodman, I certainly will. I grabbed him yesterday in a tight hug. I turned and saw him, and my mouth dropped open. And I gave him a big hug for all of us. But I will do it again today for you. That's a fly out to R.J. Jenkins. That batter was number 2. They made so many substitutions, I can't go by the original roster, but Trace Spann was the batter, first out. Strike 1. Byron Wills is the batter. Fouls that one over to the Miles dugout. Oh, 2 is the count to number 4, Byron Wills. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. Ian Makel, our pitcher of the week in the SIAC from last week, back on the mound. So Ian Makel, pitcher of the week. R.J. Robinson, player of the week.
First baseman, Anthony Duran.
Anthony Duran now the batter. Ian Makel was already in motion when the batter called time. Shout out to our head athletic trainer, Seth Lester. Seth manages the athletes for all sports at Morehouse. All on his own. So that is football, basketball, baseball, cross country, track and field, foul tip. Golf, and I feel like I'm forgetting another sport. That's at least 6. So over, I believe, 250 student athletes at Morehouse. A little over 2,600 enrolled students. That hits off of Satchel's foot. 3-2 is the count to number 8, Anthony Duran. Out of play. Oh, actually, it's going to stay in. That's caught by Miles Tucker out in right field. Not sure if that was picked up by the camera or not. But Miles Tucker makes the catch for the 3rd out. So Miles heads to the field with no runs scored. Morehouse leads 10-4 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back after this break on the SIAC network.
From the basement of Springfield Baptist Church, former slaves rose from the ashes of slavery to become preachers and teachers, the leaders of the black community. Welcome. Welcome to the 150 years after its founding, Morehouse College is here. Welcome.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
There are 2 types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Kendon Perdue is the batter. Fly ball caught by the second baseman. Number 13, Chase Christian, entered the game for Marquise Mitchell. RJ Jenkins in the batter's box. We are in the bottom of the 7th.
Left field, RJ Jenkins.
That is hit to the third baseman. R.J. Jenkins is out. So that was number 4, Byron Wills, with the throw. Trip Braswell is the batter. Alec Waller is on deck. Swing and a miss. 0-2 is now the count to Trip Braswell. Swing and a miss. That is a strikeout for Trip Braswell. So Morehouse, no runs scored, no runners left on base. We'll head to the top of the 8th, leading 10-4. We'll be back in just a moment on the SIAC network.
In communities where leaders are forged and legacies are born, the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference proudly celebrates the accomplishments of current and former students. From the playing field to the boardroom, they are the next generation of entrepreneurs, doctors, and executives.
Leaders rise here. Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise.
Welcome back to Gresham Park. Ian Makel is on the mound for the Maroon Tigers in the top of the 8th. Satchel Hamilton, the catcher. R.J. Robinson at first. Trip Braswell at second. T.J. Whiteman third. Elijah Pinckney shortstop. R.J. Jenkins is in left field. Kendon Perdue in right field. And Kendon Perdue in center field. Miles Tucker in right field. Number 13, Chase Christian in the batter's box. Ian Makel throws ball 2. Swing and a miss. Chase Christian watches strike 2. Ball outside. Swing and a miss. He goes down. Ian Makel has another strikeout for the Maroon Tigers. That will bring up number 27, Zachary LaCastro. Strike one. Oh, he hit LaCastro, so that will send him to first base. Batter is number 18, Braylon Smith. Make sure I got back to. That is a strike. Ball high. Ball two. Inside for ball three. Ball four will send him to first. Batter is now number 15. I believe this is Landon Whitehead. Ball inside.
Now pitching, Landon Whitehead.
Ball inside. Coach Gresham will call timeout and head to the mound to talk to Ian. Infield comes in. Morehouse families, be sure to check in with your student athletes. They should be meeting with their academic advisors now so that they can get registered for summer and fall classes on April 2nd and 3rd. They can apply for housing on April 14th if they are enrolled in fall classes. So be sure to check in with them to make sure they are meeting with their academic advisors now. Called a strike.
Now batting 15, Landon Whitehead.
2-1 is the count. One out. Runners on first and second. LaCastro is the runner at second, and Braylon Smith, the runner on first. Hartley is on deck for the Golden Bears. Fly ball out to center field. Kendon Fredu makes the catch. Throws it in to avoid a tag. 2 outs now. Jadarius Hartley is the batter.
Now batting, 31, Jadarius Hartley.
Ball high. 2-0 is the count. Up the middle. He'll have at least a single and 1 RBI. So LaCastro scores from second. Hartley with a single and an RBI. The score is now 10-5. Morehouse still holding the lead.
Now batting, 17, Mason Lynch.
Mason Lynch is the batter. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. That is a long strike over by the Miles bullpen. Ball outside. Two 2-1 is the count. Ball outside, 3-1. Fouls that one off. Wow. Hard hit over to the Miles dugout. He goes down looking. That is the third out. So Ian Mako comes through with the strikeout. That'll hold Miles to 1 run. 10-5. Morehouse still holds the lead. They leave 2 runners on. We'll take a break on the SIAC network and come back shortly in the bottom of the 8th.
We are clear.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage designed for Georgians by Georgians. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
We want to be able to attract that student athlete who, you know, comes in and, you know, it's $48,000 to go to Morehouse. And if we have those types of gifts and those types of endowments here in athletics, then we can offer that $48,000 to get a high-end, high-yielding student athlete to come to Morehouse College. We already have the name and the reputation that precedes us. Now we just have to have the infrastructure to support it.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get the sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Welcome back to Gresham Park for the bottom of the 8th in game 3 of 3 versus Miles College. Number 26, Anthony Barton, is on the mound. Alec Waller is the batter for Morehouse. Satchel Hamilton on deck. Alec lays down the bunt. The pitcher catches it, throws it straight to the Morehouse dugout. So Alec Waller will take second since the ball was thrown into dead ball territory. Satchel Hamilton in the batter's box.
Now batting, catcher, Satchel Hamilton.
R.J. Robinson is on deck. Elijah Pinckney in the hole. He goes for the bunt, but fouls it back. That is a ball to Satchel Hamilton. Ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip. Ball was inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Satchel. Alec Waller, the runner on second. No outs, bottom of the 8th. Morehouse holds a 10-5 lead. Hits that one off the end of his bat. It stays fair. Third baseman gets it there in time. That is number 4, I believe, Byron Wills.
Now batting, first baseman, R.J. Robinson.
R.J. Robinson, top of the batting order for Morehouse. Elijah Pinckney on deck. T.J. Whiteman in the hole. Ball outside. in the gap. Line drive out to center. Alec Waller trips and tumbles at third, but still able to score. 11-5, Morehouse. R.J. Robinson with the RBI and the single. Elijah Pinckney up next.
Now batting, shortstop, Elijah Pinckney.
T.J. Whiteman is on deck. Elijah Pinckney with the two-run home run by the scoreboard. So Elijah Pinckney having a great day on the field today. R.J. Robinson scores. And Elijah Pinckney crosses the plate. Coach Ron there to give him a big hug. They do the selfie. I believe we have moved away from the boom officially after the Lemoyne Owen player was injured doing that. I haven't seen it since. Ball outside. Pass ball, actually. T.J. Whiteman in the batter's box. Miles Tucker is on deck. TJ will hit to the second baseman. He'll throw it and get him out. 2 outs now. Miles fouls that one out of play.
Miles Tucker.
Miles Tucker over the head of the left fielder. Ground rule double for Miles. Bats coming alive here in the 8th for the Maroon Tigers. 13-5 is the score. Morehouse with the lead. We've got 2 outs, and Kendon Perdue headed to the batter's box. R.J. Jenkins is on deck.
Now batting, Kendon Perdue.
Kendon Perdue in the gap between first and second. He'll round first. And Miles Tucker will slide head first into home plate. 14-5. Now the score.
Now batting, R.J. Jenkins.
All right, Miss Perdue cheering for Pinckney. RJ and Pinckney welcomed home by Ave Maria. Dorian Miner is watching. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, Mrs. Perdue, the Lemoyne Owen player that ended up hurting his knee hit the home run and went up for the boom and landed on another player's foot. And he went down immediately, and next thing I know, I saw him on crutches. So I wonder what ended up happening with that. Don't know if I'll be able to find out, but ever since then, I have not seen us do it. 3-1 the count. That is ball forward to R.J. Jenkins. He'll head to first, dropping the bat along the way. Trip Braswell heads to the plate. Got 2 outs. Kendon Perdue, the runner on second. R.J. Jenkins, the runner at first. That is a hard hit ball with some air under it. It bounces off a tree. That is a 3-run home run for Trip Braswell. Trip Braswell has had an amazing weekend series. There's R.J. Jenkins crossing the plate, and Trip Braswell for the 3-run home run. That will end the game. So a walk-off 3-run home run for the freshman from Monroe, Georgia. Morehouse, 17, Miles, 5. Morehouse sweeps Miles College in another SIAC conference matchup. We'll be back in action. Trying to pull up the schedule really quickly. Music is so loud, but given the wind, I don't want to ask them to turn it down. We are back in action next weekend at Benedict College. We will play Saturday beginning at noon Eastern Time and Sunday at noon. So again, join us in Columbia, South Carolina. Against Benedict College. Bombay out there in the outfield with the team doing a dance. Great win this weekend. Morehouse College over Miles College with the sweep. Game 1, 14-4. Game 2, 15-1. Game 3, 17-5. Thank you to everyone who watched online and supported us in person. We truly appreciate you. Good job, House, says JG. Walter Nunnally is watching, saying, let's go, House. Way to go, Trip. So we're just going to run rule the top-ranked team all weekend. Definitely a statement. I don't know if they were top-ranked. I believe they were in 3rd place in the SIAC standings coming into this weekend. But that does take us to, I can tell you, I believe we are now 14-10. Yes, we are now 14-10 overall, 11-5 in the conference on a 6-game win streak. Open the floodgates. Walk it off. Yes, Trip. Good job. Good game. Morehouse sweep. All righty. Well, there you have it. Great weekend here at Gresham Park. 17-5, Game 3, the final score. And we will sign off. Until next time, have a great weekend.